Hi guys, Tina here. Firstly, I just want to say thank you so much. I'm just going to move back to anybody that has subscribed, commented or contacted me. Your lovely messages and support is just, it's amazing. I've never been around people who understand the struggles that are associated with TTC, PCOS, miscarriage, anything to do with all of those struggles together. And it's amazing to finally have found people that get it, so thank you so much, and I really look forward to sharing your journeys as well. Okay, so I've changed to my digital camera now, and the film quality seems to be better than my other one obviously, but the audio is throwing a massive lisp. I promise my lisp isn't quite as bad as it sounds on here, but obviously I have one and I'm learning that through vlogging now. But yeah, anyway, just bear with me on that one. So today I want to talk about my healthy eating pledge. It's time for me to start getting back to the eating habits that I was maintaining prior to prior to my miscarriage in May. So my miscarriage was at 9 weeks, and in that time I gained about 2 to 3 kilos. I think there's 2.2 kilos to a pound. And then when I had the miscarriage, I gained an additional 7 kilos. So overall I've gained over 20 pounds. And the thing about that is that prior to going on Clomid, I'd lost 22 to 24 kilos. So that equates to obviously over 40 pounds. And I'm almost halfway back to where I was, and I have to get back on the weight loss train, because it'll just be disappointing to have worked hard and find that I'm back to square one again when I'm commencing trying to conceive. So I turned 31 on Saturday, and I know I'm going to eat cake and have a few a few glasses of champagne probably, and then eat the wrong things. So, but yesterday and today and from until the weekend I am healthy eating, and then from Sunday onward it's on again. And what I'm going to be eating, I'll just talk about the kinds of things that I eat. I follow the low amylose diet, which you've probably heard about. It's really good for PCOS people, because you really avoid all of those sugary trigger foods that can trip you up in your weight loss journey when you have a PCOS sort of metabolism. So on that, you can't have things like rice, breads, any sort of flour. Any flour, but then there would be exceptions like probably chickpea flour or things like that. You also can't have any root vegetables or anything that grows underground. Something about the sugar, the way that it converts to sugars once you eat it, then puts weight on faster or spikes your sugar levels, etc. I'm not quite sure. Christina at Subfertile Frugalista is where I learnt about this diet, so she is amazing and explains it so well. You can't have low-fat dairy on it either. If you're going to have dairy, I think it has to all be full fat, but again, in moderation. And what else can't you have? Obviously no sugar, no junk food, anything like that. That's pretty obvious though, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm going to step back into that eating program because it worked for me. I did do a calorie restricted version of it, which is not the way that it's designed. But I found that gave me results. I ate probably 12 to 1400 calories a day, no more, and really closer to 1200 is where I got my results. However, the idea is a BFP, and you can't eat that kind of a low calorie diet when you're pregnant. And if that's where I'm going to be, no matter how it's achieved, I have to do something that's more sustainable. So I'm going to start with 1500 a day, and I will be walking. I will be pushing myself to get out and walk half an hour a day. If anybody has any better exercises than walking that they do, I'd love to hear. I do have some Zumba DVDs in my cabinet there, so I should probably fire those up as well. So when I'm on this diet, I just want to talk about the kind of carbohydrates I allow myself. So I like to eat lots of beans, legumes, things like chickpeas, lentils, red kidney beans, black-eyed beans, anything like that. And I also like to eat quinoa. So it's an ancient grain, and it has 100 grams is about 4 grams of protein. So I guess compared to rice and pasta, it's probably much better than that. But it's gluten-free, and I just add, like half the size of a fist. because otherwise I might add a bit more, but otherwise my carb content for the day just goes through the roof. These are flakes, so these can be had at breakfast time. There are the normal grains that I eat, which everybody knows about. Quinoa's been around forever, but prepared just like rice, so boiled up till softened, and you can add your seasonings as you like. So yeah, that's a yummy thing to have. These flakes are designed to replace porridge or cooked oats in the morning, so I just cook them up in water and then I add my milk, almond, soy, lactose free, whatever it is that you have. That's what I do with that. I also love buckwheat, and again, just like it's gluten free, even though it says wheat, very deceptive. But I do like to have that with even for breakfast. Again, I'll just have it with milk and fruit, or this is when I'm being really good, and then, you know, I can also have it as a carb replacement with lean protein and vegetables for either lunch or dinner. So it's a real rice pasta replacement. You can still have pasta sauces as long as you've got the right vegetables, but I just use this as the accompaniment instead of having pasta. So for sweet, I don't eat NutraSweet or artificial sweeteners because it doesn't agree with me. I'm actually allergic to it, but I don't really like the taste. And obviously you can't have sugar, but I love the taste of sweet things, and sometimes you just want something sweet. So I keep a little bottle of this, which is stevia, and I add, it's an old ancient, I think, herb, or yeah, it's also called sweet leaf, and this is the extract, just pure extract basically, and I add 2 drops of it. It's very, very sweet. It's much sweeter than sugar is, but there's no calories in it, so I eat that just as a sugar replacement. However, I don't think it's been proved, I don't know, but I don't know about the concerns of having stevia while pregnant. So yeah, when I avoided it last time, and with whatever future BFP comes, you know, whenever, I probably won't have it. But anyway, that's what I do for carbs. Lean protein, at least 50 to 60 grams I try to get. So chicken breast, fish, lean, red meats, but I don't love red meat, so I just, you know, generally just stick to those sorts of chicken and fish, or, you know, chickpeas, all those lentils and that kind of thing. They're all sources of protein as well. I also like to have eggs, and 2 litres of water. I try to have all organic fruit and vegetables, and meats. I buy them from the market because it's much cheaper, because it's really expensive otherwise, and I can't afford that. And yeah, that's basically what I do to maintain the low amylose diet. But as I said, I do calorie restrict, which isn't recommended. You're not meant to do that on this diet, so that's something I wouldn't suggest to people necessarily, but that's my aim. And you know, every pound or every kilo or every half pound, every quarter pound, whatever it is a huge achievement. So I'll just be happy with any kind of progress at this point, and that's basically where I'm at. So I hope everybody's well, and I look forward to hopefully sharing some positive results on this eating plan with you all soon. Thanks.